On the last episode, I tried to fulfill Marshall's destiny by making him the best cafe of all time of all the Animal Crossing islands, and it looked really nice until all of a sudden a bunch of ink came out of nowhere and someone griefed the Animal Crossing cafe I made. Zoinks! That's not good. So today I'm going to do a full Dua Lipa 180 and I am going to make a detective agency for Marshall. Aren't you the one who tried to... Don't start now, Marshall, because today we are going to make Marshall his very own detective agency where he's going to be a detective, and we're going to get to the very bottom of who possibly griefed his island. This is Marshall's story, A Squirrel Tale, Part 2. So, of course, I had to dress up Marshall in a detective outfit. I had to dress up in a detective outfit, too. Fashion is always going to be the priority of my island. It's like we're constantly on the red carpet, and you guys are like the paparazzi. It's just always going to be a priority. I'm sorry. Anyways, back to the building. So, of course, we have this gigantic cafe that's just completely ruined. Okay, there's ink everywhere. What the heck? This isn't Splatoon. Like, I know I'm super excited over Splatoon 3 and everything, but, like, not this excited to just ruin my Animal Crossing island, you know? So today I'm going to completely fix it up. I'm going to take everything, just going to put it in my closet and lock it away so no one can take that, and I'm going to rebuild this area into a gigantic detective, like, secret base. Okay, it's not just gonna be a little detective office. Oh, no. In 2021, Nikachu goes big or goes home with these Animal Crossing designs, okay? It's like I'm eating the Mega Mushroom in Mario, and I'm just, you can't stop me. I'm smashing through everything. Everything's gonna be big. It's gonna be bombastic. Hear me out. Let's get started right now. Okay, so I first off start by building a cliff across this whole entire groundwork I have here. I just have a very simple square of brick patterns on the ground, and I'm surrounding it by cliffs. Okay, you're gonna see where this is gonna go because it's gonna be pretty dang cool. So I'm surrounded by cliffs. There's balloons flying in the sky. I never carry my slingshot on me, so you know, I can never shoot those things down. People always comment on my videos every single day, hey, can you please start getting those balloons? It's triggering me that you're not actually, like, you know, shooting them down and getting the item. And I was like, I'm just sorry, you're gonna have to deal with it. That's just who I am. So I continue making the cliffs. The cliffs look great. They're huge. They're big cliffs. What can I say? They're cliffs. They're big. They're powerful. They have a lot of, you know, I feel like a cliff has a lot of emotion in it. It's very strong. It's sturdy. It's like the element of earth, right? Anyways, I'm now making it 3 by 3, so 3 blocks wide and 3 blocks long. Yeah, that makes sense. So that way I can have a middle border, because you need to be able to have a cliff on each side in order to build another layer up. So now I'm building that middle layer right now in between all the cliffs, so it's very secluded. That way, you know, no one can spy on this detective thing. I'm seeing you over there, Diana. You know, she's keeping an eye out. She's like, I wanna infiltrate. No, Diana, you can't do that. Not today. So I'm now building the entrance, and it looks really cool, right? It's like this gigantic, like, cliff base. No one can see in it. No one can see outside of it. It's just amazing. Eric has no idea what's going on right now. He's like, I just rather stay away from whatever Nikachu is doing right now. I then got this beautiful carpet design and this beautiful Zucker design. You'll see why I got the Zucker design later. Hint, hint. And I put down this carpet that I got earlier from a different video, and it looks pretty cool. It's kind of like, it's not really carpet, it's like a brick. It's like a different type of brick, and it makes it feel a lot more unique, because if you use the same patterns on the entire island, it's not going to feel unique. It's got to have its own unique vibe, every single building I make in Animal Crossing. And this detective building, it's got a, you know, it's a big moment for my channel, so, you know, okay, maybe I'm going a little too extreme here. But anyways, I'm dancing, I'm happy, I made the flooring, I have this gigantic base, you know, there's like cliffs going across the whole entire room. Everywhere you look is another cliff. You could probably see some like Pokemon hiding in the cliff. there's so many rocks and cliffs. This place probably has its own ecosystem, okay? There's probably like rock insects living in the rubble, okay? There's probably, you know, probably my old villagers from days past are there hiding, waiting for their revenge. That I kicked off my island. Anyways, I put some roses outside so they know this is a bougie place, okay? They have roses outside their detective agency. This might be serious. You know, I want people to take Marshall's detective agency serious. I put a portrait of him there, and I talked to him. I was like, listen, it's time for you to get ready on this detective work, okay? I've done all I can. Then when all of a sudden Marshall, you know, sits down at his detective office, you know, doing some calls, when he gets a call from none other than Zucker. Zucker's on the phone. He's like, listen, I want to help. And Marshall, you know, he's a smug villager. He's always got a little bit of like attitude. And, you know, Zucker calls, he's like, hey, you know, my cafeteria, my restaurant, it also got griefed by some random, you know, animal or person. I want to help out with this investigation. So I give Zucker his own little, you know, here you go, here's a cute detective outfit, and now they're a group and they're stronger than ever. I built him even, oh yeah, I get dedicated to this stuff. So I have, we don't have a door yet, so it's, hey, we don't have a door, so I put a snack machine in the middle, hope for the best. I'm now making Zucker's side of the detective agency. He gets his own office, Marshall gets his own office. It's gonna be awesome, it's gonna be unique for all of their own things. Marshall's like pacing back and forth from Zucker's side because he doesn't, you know, I think he's a little bit nervous. He's got his own little painting out there. It's amazing. It's fantastic. And I even made him his own little carpet, too, that showed, you know what? This is Zucker's area. That's Marshall's area. This is a team effort. They are officially called the Octotectives, okay? I don't think Marshall really cares about naming things. Zucker came up with it. You know, long story short, they're called the Octotectives. Marshall is not sitting in his seat. He's only sitting in Zucker's, which I found kind of funny. He, like, only would sit where I put the portrait of Zucker. Wherever the portrait of Zucker was, Marshall came and went. He even joined with, you know, a snack. He even on a snack break with his juices. Anyways, Zucker's here. Zucker, he's like, can I please sit down my own, you know, you just spent so much time, you know, building this office. Can I take a seat, please? I'm like, okay, come on now. So they, you know, are having some talks, you know, Zucker and Marshall, they're having group bonding. Of course, they're talking about food, which is Zucker's favorite topic. He's holding like a can of some drink of some sort. Anyways, Marshall says that he dined on a dish of ground peanuts. I'm personally allergic to peanuts, so maybe we should stay a few feet apart. It's probably good Zucker's between me and Marshall, so none of the residue of the peanuts, you know, gets near my face. You know, he might have just, I don't know. Oh, he's a squirrel, so he eats nuts. I didn't understand it till just now. Oh my gosh, it makes so much sense. Anyways, Zucker says, you're looking like a whole new Nico. Did someone draw on your face or something? I'm like, wow, okay. Was I ugly before? I don't know. Now they're finally sitting, but like Marshall's sitting in Zucker's spot and Zucker's sitting in Marshall's spot. You know, as long as they're sitting, as long as they're just, you know, doing their thing, then I guess who cares, right? I mean, they're Animal Crossing villagers. They're not actually detectives. Sorry to break the news. Anyways, Zucker says, hey, Marshall, guess what? I'm like, okay, you're really gonna make us guess what you're thinking of right now? Like, let me take a big guess. It's probably something about food or sleeping. And guess what? In the nap that he had, you know, sleeping, the dream he had while he was napping was about food. These villagers, they're just too predictable. Let's move on to the next part of the video where all of a sudden, okay, crime alert, beep boop bop, uh-oh. Eric reports that a bunch of fish are just randomly seated in front of his house. He's complaining. He's like, I don't like fish. This is really scary. What are these fishes doing here? So I instantly reported to our two detectives. Okay, they are like our two big detectives on the island. And I don't think they really could. They just talked about food again. What? It's just two guys like, oh my gosh, we have a crime, and I just happen to talk to Zucker and Marshall. They're talking together, of course. They're talking about fruit this time. I brought Zucker to the crime scene. He's crying, we're all upset, we're like, what do we do about it? Zucker's like, oh sorry, that was me, I did that. He's like, sorry, I accidentally put my fish outside Eric's door. So it wasn't actually a criminal doing it. It was just Zucker, I guess, being Zucker. Our next fake Animal Crossing crime, this time it's not even a crime. I guess Diana just reported she accidentally got locked into the gym. So, you know, I was like, uh-oh, let's bring Zucker Marshal over. Zucker comes in. He brings... he first takes a drink of whatever the Nook, you know, branded drink is, and then he opened it up. Diana doesn't even care. She's just dancing and singing at the gym now. Anyways, all of a sudden, the Splatoon threat just comes back out of nowhere, and Zucker walks in on it and is like, uh-oh, this isn't good. He takes his Nook branded drink and goes for a walk with it. He's sad. There's a butterfly, and he's still sad because there's ink everywhere. Uh-oh, who could it be? What's this random ink, you know, popping up everywhere? And why is there random crimes happening throughout the Animal Crossing island? Well, you're gonna have to figure out on the next video, where the mystery continues to be resolved. Uh-oh, gotcha hooked. It was a cliffhanger. Uh-oh. But before we go, we have a special presentation from Apple and Pom Pom, talking about a new villager coming to the island. Zoinks? Wow, who gave these two a show? Oh, big news. I hope it's strawberries. I love strawberries. I wish they came to Animal Crossing Island. Oh, new villager. Oh, reveal the next video. They're really making us wait till the next video, huh? She's really popular. She's a popular villager. I'll subscribe to that, sure. I just felt like it needed some commentary, not just two random Animal Crossing villagers with my fake text on top of it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please make sure to subscribe and ring the bell. I'll see you guys on the next video, where I'm turning my Pokemon into villagers? Wait, no, I'm turning my Animal Crossing villagers into Pokemon. That's what it was. Okay, see you next time.